Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Legends. We are nearing the end of the Dark Rift, and we've got this thing here, or whatever this is, in the vortex that's blocking our path. So let's head up and see if we can get it out of our way. And of course, it's not going to go peacefully. We're not going to reason with the thing. We're going to have to beat it out of there. So yeah, this is a pretty ugly looking thing. What is that thing? I don't know, but this is probably its home. It doesn't look like it's going to let us leave without a fight. Yeah, pretty much. This is the Angila, I guess. And it is sort of interesting in the fact that you can see it's somewhat hiding inside of that vortex. So there are some turns that we're pretty much not going to be able to hit it at all. Unfortunately, there's not really much of an indication here of when that's going to happen, but you can see we can actually use the Moonstone Cannon next turn, so hopefully we will choose the right thing when the choice presents itself. And that also means we should probably save our SP up a bit. So we're going to use this, and I want to make sure... Yeah, we'll use the cannon on this turn, and we'll focus on pretty much everything else, just to make sure that we've got enough. We don't really need to guard, it's not that big of a deal, so we'll just focus on every other turn. And that'll give us enough to, make sure we can use the Moonstone Cannon. See, it's going to be using a bite on us, which does moderate damage, but to the Delphinus, that's basically nothing. And as you can see, it's sort of retreated into the portal there, which means this cannon shot is most likely going to miss, because, we can't see it. We have no idea where it is. So sometimes it can just sort of come down to luck, whether it decides to hide or whether it decides to actually, come out and let you hit it. I believe if I had used the cannon on the third turn... you can see he's kind of coming out, so I believe we would have been able to hit him then, but, well, let's just flip a coin whether you use it on turn 2 or 3, Alright, so it's preparing an attack, which obviously is going to be signified by that red turn we saw. So we're building up 2. We're going to have plenty of spirit on this next turn. And it's going to be using Poison Spray. It's kind of a questionable attack to use on a ship, but for whatever reason it seems to do somewhat decent damage, so I guess, it's kind of hard to poison a ship, but well, it worked, I guess. Vice, we're awaiting orders. Tell us what to do, Captain. Alright, so we can either stay put and keep shooting or pull back a little. Obviously, pulling back would be a bad option because there's poor visibility as it is, so let's just stay put. We might take some damage, but stay put and keep shooting at that thing. Good idea. If we move around too much in this place, it's so dark that we might lose sight of our target. See, exactly, and we're all on the same page here. Alright, so we got a good opportunity to use the Moonstone Cannon there. We're going to use an Apowax, and let's see, with Fina, we're probably going to focus... because as you can see, we've got a possibility for 4 sea turns coming out. So if that happens, I want to make sure we've got, a pretty decent stock of spirit points. And to that end, I'm just going to use the secondary cannon here. And whether or not that cannon's actually even going to hit, I don't really know. But we've got quite a lot of SP, so you might as well at least try it. Alright, here we go.
Moonstone Cannon, fire!
Nice, right in the face. And you can see it's still actually got quite a lot of health left. But if we can get those 4 sea turns, then you'll find out we can actually take it down pretty quickly. So. It's using that Poison Spray again, and this time it does moderately less damage, 650. It's pretty wide range there, did like 3,200 last time, but oh well. Looks like it's preparing again, and I think... Okay, it doesn't look like it's retreating, so we may hit it with this cannon shot after all. Oh wait, nope, it is retreating. Yeah, well, there you go, I guess. So, I don't know, the benefits of using cannons on random turns may or may not actually pan out, but that's alright. Goes its Poison Spray again. Bite and Poison Spray are pretty much the only thing it does, as far as I know. And as you can see, we're really in no danger here, so this is a pretty simple ship battle. Man, that thing is ugly. Look at it. It's got like a big mouth in the front there. Look, it's coming out of the vortex. Looks like our attacks forced it out into the open. Now's our chance. Yeah, now's our chance. Look at all those C-turns. Oh man, we can unload on this thing. And that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to get the advanced cannon. Doesn't really matter which turn. You can see we still have our Incrum from the Apoax before. So let's see. 10-inch cannon quill, we use it for 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. You know, that's always good. We've only got 1 SP. I don't know if we've got... I mean, we've got this Shredder Bomb, which I'm never going to use, so screw it. We'll do that too. And I guess focus on the last one. But that secondary cannon going throughout all 4 turns is it's probably gonna do massive damage to this thing. Oh yeah, look at that, 7360. If we do that on all 4 turns, this thing's done for. Not to mention the advanced cannon we've got here. Okay, well the secondary cannon missed, but that's fine. And we'll see if that Shredder Bomb does anything on the next turn. Yeah, it's still going to try to attack us every now and then, but there's no way it's going to do enough damage to actually harm us at all. Oh wow, that actually did pretty decent damage, so you can see it's just about, I would say on its last legs, but I don't see any legs, so on its last tail fin, I guess. So hopefully we can hit it here. Yep, and that'll do it. So I mean, once you force that thing out of there with the Moonstone Cannon, it's basically over. Just unload on it. So down it goes. We've cleared the way, which is nice. Got a few levels as well. Got a concussion bomb, the heavy torpedo, and a timing valve. I may put on that heavy torpedo. We'll have to see. And the way forward is clear. So let's go ahead and take a look at that torpedo. It's probably better than that. Okay, it uses 1 more SP. It has a slightly lower hit percentage. It can be delayed 1 more turn, and it's slightly more powerful. So I don't know. The trade-offs really sort of even out here, but we'll take it. You know, might as well. It's not like the SP is really that big of a deal, and the torpedoes really need a boost in attack power to keep up with the secondary cannon, so... Alright, so there we go. We have cleared the way forward, and now this will be the exit to the other end of the Dark Rift. And hopefully we will come across the Yafutoman lands. You can see things have already started to brighten up here. And towards the light. We did it! We actually made it through the Dark Rift! Well, I can't believe that we're actually going to be able to see what lies east of the Dark Rift. We're making history as we speak. Indeed we are, so we have made it, as you can see, to the other side of the Dark Rift. And that's where we entered, so I mean, it's pretty much right in the same spot. And you can see this is going to be the Yafutoman region. Now, the thing about this region is, since we're on the other side of this rift, you can see there's this huge area we can explore. It basically ends up being this entire sort of rectangle you see here, as well as all of this area down through here, and this area as well. You can see the Dark Rift is sort of right there, so it forms a little wall. But there is a lot of space to explore, which, as you can guess, means there's a lot of discoveries to get as well. We are going to be interrupted sort of halfway through, but we can search around for them now if we want. Oh, might as well get the fish, I guess. And there are going to be a few in this area. We're going to kind of look on these little rocks, and of course we do have random battles. I'm sure the enemies will be new. And guess what? They're actually the same enemies we fought before. They're actually those little floating plant things. So, yeah, that's kind of disappointing. Alright, we need to sort of check where we are. A lot of these discoveries are sort of out in the middle of nowhere. So, let's see. I think we need to go a little bit northeast of here. And we're looking for... Okay, I think it's actually this rock right here. It's going to be... Oh, wow. Lots of battles. Alright, here we go. Here's some new stuff. Now, this jellyfish-looking thing, the Jellicra, is kind of annoying to me. We also have the Growths, which are actually fairly weak. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. So we can just go ahead and attack this jellyfish. Thankfully, there aren't too many. A lambda burst will take down both of the ghosts, so we can pretty much just have everyone else focus on this thing. Now, the problem with the jellyfish... Okay, well, it didn't happen there, but you actually end up missing that thing a lot of the time. And of course, you know, as I'm saying that, we hit it both times and kill it, but in my experience, I found that I actually miss it quite a lot, and it can be really annoying. And the lambda burst will take these things down. So nothing really too terribly difficult here. Alright, so now let's keep going forward and looking for that rock. I'm fairly certain it should be this one. And, yep, here it is. This is the Uguisu's nest. Although this bird builds its nest in rock faces, for some reason they always travel northwards to human civilizations to raise their young. So sailors have learned to recognize these nests as signs that a human city is nearby. Huh, interesting. Alright, so now we can head roughly north from here. You can see there's a sky rift sort of separating us, which is no big deal. We can just go straight through it. And this is pretty much the Yafutoman region. This is actually where the city is going to be. But as we head to the north, this one is really hard to find. There is a discovery around here I'm sort of looking for that's basically just in the middle of nowhere. Alright, we actually do have a new enemy here, but one that's very familiar. This is the Go Looper. Yeah, it's yet another version of the Looper enemy that we've seen numerous times before. So we'll just go ahead. We could use, you know what, it's really not worth it. We'll have everyone attack it just in case, but I'm going to use Lambda Burst just to make sure we take care of all those other things. The Go Looper will probably run away. There you go. So it really doesn't matter. Alright, and then we take these things down, and yet another quick and easy battle, so not sure if this is entirely worth showing, but there's a new type of looper, and those guys are pretty cool, so... Alright, so let's keep going here. I'm not sure if I'm going to run across it or not. Yeah, okay, it looks like our scene is taken over, so... like I said, we are going to be interrupted, and this is what we're going to be interrupted with. Hey, do you hear anything? I mean, besides the wind. Now that you mention it, I can hear something. I'm not sure what it is. What the? They just came out of nowhere and attacked us. It looks like we're gonna have to take them down. Battle stations, let's go! Alright, so without any warning, we're thrown into yet another ship battle. And this time you can see it's a slightly different looking thing. We haven't seen anything that quite looks like it. This is a Tinko ship, apparently. Do not think you can defeat us here in our own skies. Prepare to meet your doom, strangers. Oh, well. Not quite the warm welcome. Yeah, this is the, I don't know, Tinku, I guess. That's probably how I'm going to say that. I'm not sure if that's the pronunciation, but I don't really care. It's the Tinku spell ship. And the thing about this guy is they can move around a lot. And it can be kind of a pain to try to actually take them down. Torpedoes work pretty well. And using cannons on the sea turn. In fact, I don't know why I had Vice use the torpedo. Aka is usually the one who does that. And we'll probably just focus on the other two. They're not too dangerous, but trying to shoot them on other turn, much like the last ship battle we had, can end up resulting in you missing a lot. You actually lose the target, I think. But as you can see, they're already kind of above us. They're a lot more nimble than we are. And we'll actually get explained why that is after the first turn, but... Basically, you want to focus your fire on the sea turns. That's usually what you would do anyway, but it's especially important here. And we're still a little bit damaged from the last ship battle we had, but it's no big deal. Alright, so there we go. That's some pretty good damage. And you can see this thing doesn't really have that much health, but I don't believe you actually ever get a chance to use the Moonstone Cannon on it, so you're going to have to take it down with your regular artillery. I mean, this thing just moves around too much, you know, we wouldn't be able to actually... do anything. And as you can see, they can also use magic, and that's pretty damaging, so we may end up having to heal at some point. It appears that Yafutoman ships can climb to great altitudes. Our cannons can't reach them. Vice, our cannons may not be able to, but I'll bet that our torpedoes can. We should try firing those as often as possible. Yeah, so since basically Yafutoma is the land of the blue moon, I'm pretty sure this will all get explained. They're basically attuned with wind, is one of the things, that they're actually really good at, so they can use it to pretty much go wherever they please. Now, there's not a sea turn here, which means we're basically on our own, but as Aka said, torpedoes are pretty good, so it's a good idea to use those. I'm going to go ahead and just use a deluxe kit just to make sure we're, healed up a little bit and we don't die in, like, one shot or anything, and then we'll focus on the next turn. Because, the combination of the torpedoes and that Crystalli shot was actually pretty damaging, so I just don't want to take any chances. And you can actually use, I believe it's Sacrilin, which is the one that fully restores HP. That will actually work on the ship as well. So it does use MP and quite a lot of SP. I wanted to say 6. But if you've got enough left over, then you can do it that way if you want to make sure. It's basically the equivalent of a complete kit, so that's good. Alright, yeah, as you can see, our cannon actually lost them because they were way up there. I didn't have any indication of when they were going to be in range or out of range. There's another Crystalli shot. So they're getting in some pretty decent shots. I still wouldn't say this is a tough battle, but they'll keep you on your toes a bit. Alright, so I don't think we would have been able to hit them there anyway, because they are still above us. Alright, so we've got us a sea turn there, which we know we definitely need to focus our attacks. So we're going to use our big cannon there. We're also going to focus our torpedo on that turn. And on this turn, I believe I'm going to go ahead and use an Apowax just to get a little extra damage in. Alright, I'm thinking... I don't know that I really want to use another deluxe kit. But, it's not like... We've got plenty of SP, so it's not like we have to focus or anything, so we might as well do something different. Man, with those magic cannons, those things will hurt you. I guess it's probably good that I did heal. It might be worth actually even having Aka use a Sacrilin on it. And of course, that Apowax, I'm not even sure if it's really going to help or not, because most of the damage they're doing is magic damage. Alright, there we go. Oh wow, that actually took it down. Awesome. I didn't think it'd do that much more damage, but well, I'll definitely take it. Alright, so that one didn't exactly go as cleanly as I'd hoped it would, but we got out of it, so it's good. We got a Pyrobomb and another Crystal Ball. So here's the Tinku flagship, apparently. What appears to be the enemy's flagship is approaching. Wow. There are 2 boats. No, 1 boat. No, there's 2, I think. Looks like they're planning to board us. All hands on deck. Yeah, so these guys are going to come along for a little bit of hand-to-hand action. See, Lawrence is taking the helm. Yeah, now that we've picked up some crew members, you can see most of them are kind of running around here. Maybe not the best time to sort of go around and, talk to random people. You can see there's Pinta. So they're going to be all over the place. Of course, Polly's going to be down in the kitchen and all that. So if you want, you can go around and talk to them. But I think we have some more pressing matters right now. I guess this looks like a pretty good place to stop, standing right here in front of my captain's chair, which I probably never sit in, with our nice flag showing. So next time we will head down to the deck and see what these guys are all about. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.